morning. It's 1:30. I'm Sean with WBC Headline News. It was Francis times 2. The storm took a second swing at Florida yesterday as it hit the Panhandle. About 6 million people were left without power. At least 10 people were killed. 3 of those deaths in Georgia.
Man, I followed that hurricane. I was glued to the CNN, the Fox, and the Weather Channel, especially late Saturday night when that thing blew in a little after midnight. And, I sat and I thought to myself, look at those stupid reporters out in that weather. And if you watched any of the coverage of this thing, up and down the dial, you saw everybody. Geraldo Rivera was, hanging onto a light pole to keep from blowing away, and I was pulling for the hurricane. Seriously, and there was all these, and I thought, why is that necessary? But then I realized, well, I've been sitting here watching for 7 hours.
That's what makes you watch.
Just to see. So it does make you watch. But, man, I'd hate to get that gig. And Geraldo, I couldn't help but laugh at Geraldo. They sent him to the place. He was actually where it made landfall for the very first time down in Florida. And I thought, okay, then they sent him to Iraq. He was practically on the front lines. They sent him down there. He flew into the eye of the hurricane with the people that do that job.
They're trying to get him killed.
They're trying to get Geraldo Rivera killed.
It's just not working.
There are probably some reporters, though, that, have a bit of storm chaser in them that really get off on that. Like, I was sitting watching on the couch. I'm a bit envious of that. Obviously, I don't, want the hurricane to hurt people, kill people, tear up their homes. But part of it's so exhilarating. I would love it if you would send me on assignment the next time there's a hurricane. I would love to be broadcasting in the middle of it.
All right, we'll send you down.
Listen, bless the hearts of the people in Florida because, they just trying to get over Charlie, and they weren't. And then Francis comes in, and all that wind and all that rain and sustained for such a long period of time. And
This didn't end up being as devastating as they thought, right?
Well, it was a level 5, and then they downgraded it to a level 2, but it was bad because it lasted so long and moved so slow. And they're estimating the damage at $40 billion. $40 billion, worse than Charlie.
Oh, really?
Worse than Charlie. But now Ivan is blowing in. Ivan the Terrible, and they think could be affecting perhaps Florida by the end of the week. So it's one of the worst hurricane seasons we've ever had.
Well, Florida has angered God in some way.
Look, you remember when they were having...
Since they legalized that lottery down there, the weather's been acting up.
You remember when they were having the wildfires down there a few years ago? Pat Robertson actually said that. He said, God is angry.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
And